Your wife.
It would be sweet to do like 5 minutes of a podcast to have each one of us speaking a language other than English.
Oh, I'm intrigued.
Naxel, can you actually adequately speak Chinese in any real way, or is it just something you can?
Yeah.
Wow.
I speak it at home with my parents.
Nexella, does your cat have Uniqlo t-shirt?
Yes, he does. He's a fashionable cat.
Tell Christian he's not your real dad in Chinese.
You're not my real dad in Chinese.
I understand Chinese.
What is it? Ni wei shi wada baba?
Oh, God.
Yeah? Is that right? That's true. You wish for what about?
Wow.
It's been a long time since I spoke in Chinese. I know something like that.
What year is it? How long have I been away?
Come on, Naxel. That's at least theoretically true if I got any of the tones right.
You also have the white person's accent.
I know, it's really bad.
Oh my gosh. What's happening? Jeopard is speaking Japanese? Is she Chinese?
That was Chinese. I can't really speak Japanese very well.
You can read Japanese, but you can speak Chinese? How can you speak Chinese?
You didn't know that, bro? I lived in China for like a year.
Oh yeah, you did. You always say that, but I always forget that because it sounds like a joke.
It's not a joke. I seriously did it.
Why? How?
I wanted to teach English over there.
Okay.
I'd studied China because I figured they were going to be a kind of a big deal, and you know what? They kind of are. So I was correct.
But why aren't you there anymore?
My wife wouldn't want to live there, and I'm a romantic at heart.
But she was with you there for a year?
I was dating. No. She was in the United States. We just kind of waited it out. But I mean, I wanted to be there for at least a year, figure out what they're about. The Chinese are great people. They don't see enough foreigners. That's their biggest problem.
Yeah, Nexel is one of them.
I think it's actually kind of funny. If you're a foreigner, or at least visually appear to be a foreigner, and if you approach them, especially vendors, they will try to sell you random stuff for a lot of money.
Yep.
But then if you start speaking Chinese, they'll suddenly go, whoa, you speak Chinese? I will give you a giant discount. How about that?
Yeah. I mean, they tried to sell me like a shirt for like $1,000. I think it was about $1,000. It was like a really crappy T-shirt. I mean, it was like a button-down polo shirt sort of thing, and then I bargained and I got it for like $2.50.
So it's basically speaking Chinese is basically like a Jedi mind trick in Chinese.
Sort of. I mean, they're really impressed when there are foreigners that try to put forth the effort to speak Chinese, and clearly my Chinese is terrible, and it's always been terrible. But I at least attempted, you know.
To be honest, I kind of can understand that. Every time somebody comes to Germany and they kind of does a good job at speaking German, I'm kind of really impressed.
Yeah.
Because German is not an easy language to learn.
Oh crap, I'm gonna die. No. I didn't die. How did that happen? How did I not die? That should have happened. Yeah, I mean, it's just, you know, the hardest part about living in China, or I'd assume any foreign country as a foreigner, but I mean, maybe there particularly, is it's like to everyone there, almost all the time, seeing a white person is like, it makes their day, or it is a very rare occurrence in their day. And that's something that you just have to get used to. And I met people there that could just not get used to the fact that they were always getting that kind of attention.
They always stand out. They're always the sore.
Yeah, and you
thumb.
get different reactions. I mean, you know, it's an entire country, and so people are going to react in different ways. But like, you know, they'll call you like Waiguan, which means like literally. The way I translate it is a foreigner who has been outside of the country for so long, they have physically mutated into something else.
What?
Oh, wow.
Well, that's kind of an extreme translation. But, you know, more or less, I mean, China literally translates as the center country. Like, they were... Yeah. I mean, they really are one of the oldest, if not the oldest, civilization on the planet. And so when other people come there, in a way, they are kind of returning back to, like, the beginning of civilization. And so I kind of see where a lot of their cultural norms about foreign people come from. But Naxel, you're not even... Your family's from Taiwan, right?
My parents' generation are from Taiwan, but my grandparents are from China.
Wow, you're right at the middle of the controversy.
You really are. You're the one that has to unite them. With
I mean, my parents are kind of like whatever about the whole situation. They don't really have a strong opinion. Neither do I.
You basically like you like Blade, the movie Blade, the Daywalker of China.
He's the Daywalker of China.
I don't think that's how it works.
I think it is, and that's the way you're gonna like it.
Oh,
You can wear cool glasses and
Yeah, drink blood.
yeah.
what?
Is that what Chinese people do? They drink blood? I saw it all the time.
Yeah, they eat
But
dogs.
No, they do.
When I-
I know. I'm just teasing you.
Well, I mean, if you really want to eat a dog, you can find a dog and eat it. But I
Yeah,
mean, that's not something that I don't think that's a secret, right? You could, if you really want to find something and eat it, you can find it and eat it in China.
Probably.
Really?
I wouldn't be surprised.
I saw something fascinating that the feet of chickens are a delicacy, like a snack.
Yeah, I actually had some.
Oh, yeah.
Super gross. Oh my god, it is the worst feeling in the world eating a chicken foot.
Why?
But you know what it was? All right, so I was in Hong Kong before I went to mainland China. I was in the Mongkok district, and all you can really find in most restaurants is like a bunch of soups. Really, really weird. That doesn't have anything to do with it. That's true. You better not go to Hong Kong unless you like soup, or at least not the Mongkok district because it's the freaking like pots and pots of soup. But there was a lunch menu, and one of the items was like rice and chicken paw.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, what's a chicken paw? Like, the only things that have paws are like dogs and bears. Chickens don't have paws. And I order it, and it was a bowl of rice with like a chicken foot sticking out of it. And like the worst part about it, like the meat wasn't bad, but you have to bite the little tiny chicken toes off and like chew around the bone. And like that's not even the worst part is like I had it twice. Like I had it once, and then my friend came, and I'm like, you totally have to try out these chicken feet because like they're totally freaking weird. And I ate them twice.
Oh wow! So you have to kind of crush the bones?
No, you don't. They'd be too hard to crush. Or maybe you could crush them. They're probably cartilage. But you just bite off the little toe, and then you just kind of like nibble on it till you like nibble all the flesh off of it.
Wow, that sounds gross. I'm sorry.
It was super gross, dude. I mean, I'm not like reminiscing. Like, God, I got to get myself another one of those chicken feet. Like, I do not say that. I don't think I ever said that.
But I must admit that I don't even really like chicken. Like whenever there is something that still has a bone, I don't like this.
Well, you would not like this. I don't really know who would like this.
Well,
Chinese people.
If you grew up with this, then I'm sure. I mean, Kentucky
Would you
Fried
eat
Chicken.
it, Noxella? If you came home and your dad's like, look, I've got $100 for you if you eat this chicken foot.
Well, what's the difference between a chicken foot and having
and what?
What's the difference between chicken foot and like a chicken wing or something?
Yeah,
Not much.
The amount of meat.
The fact that it's a freaking foot and you gotta nibble the toes off.
Well, the wing is also a part, is like an appendage of the bird. I mean, it's just maybe a little bit more meat, and the bones are bigger, but...
That is a big deal.
You think so?
It's the wings and the thigh bones and stuff like that. Like, those are all kind of like ambiguous piles of meat that, for whatever reason, we deem socially acceptable to eat.
Yeah.
The issue with chicken feet is it's a freaking chicken's foot, and you got to bite his little toes off and nibble on them. that is where the distinction comes in.
Okay, there's maybe also one problem. You have to imagine that this chicken was kind of walking around on this.
Yeah, he's like scratching at the ground. Maybe
not those
another
chickens. I'm pretty sure those chickens never saw the ground.
Hey, people eat kidneys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what kidneys do? They
Yes,
make urine.
and they make urine.
Well, urine sterile. Okay.
So maybe if you eat kidneys, then you can predict the future.
You know what else I ate a lot of that was actually seriously good for my chicken?
Yeah.
Chicken hearts.
Wow.
You can get those at Brazilian or Portuguese barbecues. They're down with that too. And I would really recommend.
How big are they?
They're tiny. They're super tiny. If you want a full meal of chicken hearts, a lot of chickens have to die.
Oh gosh.
You're basically a monster.
Oh, you know what? I once saw. I saw a statistic of how many animals an average German person eats in his entire life.
Okay.
And it was amazing because with just a relatively small amount of cow, it was like 20 cows or something. It's really, really small. But it was like 1,000 chickens.
There's a lot more meat off of a cow than a chicken.
Yeah. So I guess that's the reason, because the chicken is just a tiny amount of, it's relatively small weight. But a cow is like a huge amount of weight.
What if they could make chickens as big as cows?
That would be a little terrifying.
And then they came back for me, like, hey, I remember you ate my brother's paw.
Here is another paw. Eat this.
I like that.
Oh gosh.
I'm thoroughly traumatized, and I'm sure all the viewers listening at home are pretty traumatized.
Yeah. I like eating meat, but I don't really like to be reminded of where this meat comes from. I'm a hypocrite this way, I must admit. So if I deal too long with where meat comes from and stuff like that, I'm just getting more and more interested in just eating tofu. I really like tofu.
I think it's okay to eat like milk and cheese. Like, I don't think a cow's got any problem with some dude tugging on her udders.
Well, the way it's harvested nowadays, it's kind of like they're setting in this machine and just, I don't know. Yeah, milk is. I probably wouldn't be able to not to eat any milk products anymore.
Well, think of it this way: what if some dude just stuck a tube up you and took care of the pooping for you?
That's not the right analogy.
Well,
that's the wrong analogy in every way.
All right.
Oh gosh, you just did the very opposite of what you were trying to achieve. Unless you were trying to troll me.
What if you had to sit on a couch all day, and every now and then a person would come by and squeeze your breasts to get some milk out?
Yeah, what he said.
Well,
that's more accurate.
I don't know if that means I can play video games all day. Then let's go.
Yeah. So here's what happens: about every 8 hours, some guy comes around, squeezes your boobs a little bit, and then he gives you a sandwich and a beer.
Well, see, now that sounds like a really great proposition. But
I think
you can't really go anywhere. Like maybe out in the front lawn, and then if you have friends who also have the same treatment, you can go out there with them. But otherwise, you're confined to a small area.
But these are animals.
Well, I'm confident that there's a majority of both the Monster Hunter and Minecraft communities that are male, have boobs, and rarely leave their bedroom anyways.
Okay. Yeah.
So this is just a big plus. This is like bonus sandwich and bonus beer.
You cannot argue. There is no argument to be made this way. I think I believe we have to go other way around. You have to kind of try to something else.
There was this episode of South Park where they played World of Warcraft.
Oh, that was a really great one, yeah.
Yeah. And then they all ended up playing in their basement, and then I think it was Cartman's mom came down with nachos or something every now and then.
And then they
pooped in.
Yeah, they pooped.
The punch bowl.
There was a poop scene.
Yeah, there was. He kind of pooped on her. It was really gross.
Yep.
But so let's ask some questions that we might actually answer.
Yes.
Okay. There's this one question that asks, what cartoon would you say best reflects your personality?
Oh, that's a good question.
Courage the Cowardly Dog.
What's I never saw that.
Rugrats.
Wait a minute. Just the entire cartoon or a single character from that cartoon?
Chucky.
Oh god, look how many max potions they gave us.
Is that necessary?
Where max
Oh,
potions?
yes, it is.
Where?
Yes,
Where? I don't see
What?
any
It's
max
just a
potions.
Tigrex, and then it's also
I didn't get
a
any-
Steel Urga.
I didn't get any max potions.
Yes, you did.
Oh.
Oh, maybe you didn't. I don't know. I got some.
I'm putting the
gosh.
Tigrex to sleep.
Oh, okay. Well, then maybe I'll stop stabbing
God.
him in the face.
Oh,
Wait a minute. How?
I'm out of sleep things.
Oh, well, teamwork. Let's have good co-op play. I don't have any sleep things.
Well,
Oh.
This is going to be so.
Do we still want to focus on the Steel Urga?
First the Orogan, okay? Yes, okay. Orogan.
And he's going to be a lot easier to kill than that Tigrex. I kind of hate Tigrexes.
They hate you as well. They hate
watch out.
everything.
Spin.
He didn't hit me. He just kind of spun around a little bit.
Just poop.
It's kind of...
Come on, Orogan. Come on, let's dance. Let's dance. I'm dancing. Are you dancing? We're dancing to the stars.
How come we always answer questions from the fans? How come they never answer our questions?
Yeah.
Let's ask them some questions.
Yeah. So, okay, what questions do you want to ask them?
If you could have a superpower, what would it be?
Ah, that's a good question. See?
Yeah, we answered that too, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
What was our superpower?
Didn't it involve coffee?
Oh, yeah, and maybe removing coffee stains from the carpet.
It also derailed to, I think it was Nick. He was like, what if your superpower had some kind of condition? Like you could fly, but if you did, you would smell horrible.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. That was really funny. Flying out of the armpits. More or less. You were basically farting from the armpit.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I remember. That sounds like something Nick would do. Oh, man. I miss him already.
So we've only fought Brute Wyverns in memory of Nick, and we also fought a black Tigrex because racist.
You know, Orogan does look a little bit like Nick.
Little arms. Got really little arms. We are focusing on this Orogan. Are you going to knock him out eventually, Nexo? Is that going to get him?
Should I use any traps or something?
Do you have any?
Well, yes.
I got one.
I got 2.
God favors you.
I don't have any.
How come they gave me a lightning lance? That doesn't make any sense.
Is Tigrex is weak to thunder?
That's a black. Is it?
Oh, man, I'm using
Still
so
weak
many
to
drinks.
It's just not its main weakness.
Just like a little baby weakness.
It's like using thunder on Diablos.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
you can do that if you want. You don't have any ice, I guess.
Screw you guys, I'm gonna use a trap.
Okay. Tigrex is probably gonna run into
Oh,
it.
he just hit me. That wasn't a very smart thing to do.
Why doesn't he just get like exhausted or
Oh
something?
god.
No! You stupid Tigrex!
You know, if that maybe that is just a
Uh-oh.
normal Tigrex. If he
Don't
were,
die.
No.
how many deaths do we have? Just 3. Just 3, like normal.
Oh, man.
I don't-
This
Well, we
is-
got to make sure not to die.
I'm already depressed. Okay, do you have another question?
Yes. Hold on. I don't want to die. What is your favorite cartoon?
That's
Well, we just said that was very similar to the previous
no,
question.
it's
I
different.
mean, if we had, I guess there's a slight difference between if you were a cartoon, what would you be, and then what's your favorite cartoon?
Okay, I'm just gonna say it. Samurai Pizza Cats.
Thank you, Christian. I think that's not the first time we've had Samurai Pizza Cats on this podcast.
It's amazing. It's an amazing thing. I'm blown away by this. It's Gundam robots delivering pizza and they're cats. I mean, is there anything that could be more awesome than this? I don't think.
No, not really. I mean, that's more or less all you can ask from life.
Yeah,
Is a Samurai Pizza Cat to deliver you a pizza.
yeah.
Yeah, you dudes got. Oh, hey, we got plenty of deodorants. Oh, that's kind of funny.
Well, because
I feel like this is going to take a while. Like this is something that we're just going to have to work on for like 15 minutes to kill both of these guys.
yeah, I don't think we're gonna survive that long.
No, that's not true. We're gonna win.
You think so?
Well, I mean, I don't-
Because I already died once. Oh yeah, you captured it. That's good. No! This is such a bad timing!
That didn't. That was not good co-op play.
Well, that's not your fault. That's stupid.
All right, so now they're both in rage mode. Oh, Christian, you're gonna get hit, bro.
Yeah. I'm gonna get smashed.
I'm getting kind of scared right now.
Okay, I just drank a thing. I'm just gonna keep drinking.
What do you do to manage your fear in Monster Hunter, Christian?
Thank you very much. I just used up too much drinking. I just drink a lot.
So the secret to not being afraid is to stay well hydrated?
Yeah. Especially with healing potions.
Yeah.
And then you have to go to the bathroom. And when you go to the bathroom, you're like, well, I'm here, so I might as well poop.
Oh, I know.
And you have one of those times.
I know that feeling.
You just forget everything.
Yeah, and then there's a Game Boy on my toilet, and I just play Picross.
Yeah, I usually play video games.
Yeah, it's kind of cool, but the bad thing is it kind of distracts you from the pooping, and then it's not that fun anymore.
And then you sit there for a long time, and you're like, oh god, I've been here for a long time. I hope the poop that's dried.
And then it kind of hurts a little bit also as well, and this also how you get hemorrhoids, in general. Oh, the organ is dead.
Yeah, you don't want to get a hemorrhoid, dudes.
No, you don't.
And then like your legs fall asleep.
Oh, I hate that. Oh. And then you maybe slip, and then it gets really, really funky.
You fall into the toilet, and like there is poop in there, and your legs are asleep, so you can't pull yourself out.
And then
you're holding on to the Game Boy. You can't even get a good grip.
And there's no pause in Mario Picross, and you go like,
you're just about to beat the gold Raja. Oh. It's like the worst day of your life.
Oh man! Oh wow! I'm frozen. What the? Oh no! Oh no!
I think means you're done.
My controller. Guys.
Oh.
Rest in peace. Wait. Is it just his controller?
I think so.
That's really funny.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay, back.
Oh gosh, this was amazing.
That was actually pretty quick.
Well, it's right in front of me, but it was attached because it was reloading, so I had to unplug it. Oh gosh.
I want more recolors in my Monster Hunter.
Recolors?
I like different colors of monsters for some reason.
Oh yeah. I like that. That it gives more variation.
There's not enough recolors in Frontier. That's a complaint of mine.
There are a lot in Tri-G.
Yeah, that's maybe camcorder cats.
Yeah. That's the problem with people who have been asking us if we're gonna play the Tri-G stuff and stuff like that. But and even Vida.
That's even more impossible, isn't it?
Yeah, that's even more problematic. Although Vida at least has like this huge screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe it's a little bit easier to. What games have you been playing for that?
So the game I've been playing mostly, or I wanted to play, is Rayman Origins.
Okay.
And it's really cool, and I really like it a lot. But the problem is my girlfriend actually got very addicted to it, and there's only one save game for it.
Oh no!
Ooh.
So it's either I have to decide either I'm gonna play this awesome game or I'm. But if I do, then I'm giving up the only chance maybe to bring my girlfriend to play games.
For love.
Can you back up your saves?
No.
Like,
yes, there is a possibility to back up saves, but I don't want to. It's kind of complicated because you have to attach it to a PS3 and then copy it and then make sure that it doesn't work. So it's like so I just let her play now.
Mm-hmm.
But today I just got FIFA. I'm not really a big a soccer fan, but I'm gonna try it probably, and I'm gonna get Escape Plan. I think it's the name, which is a kind of a little bit of an indie thing, but it's a kind of a puzzle game with touch controls.
Okie dokie.
And I'm waiting for Gravity Rush. Or Gravity Days. Have you heard about that?
I saw something about it. I don't really know what it is.
It's weird. It's kind of like some kind of gravity changing thing. You can kind of point, I think, at some surface and then push a button, and then that surface that defines where gravity goes. So you kind of stand on the side of a building and stuff like that.
Okay.
Oh,
Sounds interesting.
It's like the movie Ultraviolet with the Russian actress.
one day the Monster Hunter podcast is going to culminate in a movie.
Yes, it's going to be the Monster Hunter podcast movie.
Can you be like our German financier, like the Uwe Boll?
Uwe Boll.
Could you do that?
Yeah.
Can you get in touch with him and have him make a Monster Hunter movie?
Oh my god.
That's serious. Come on, do it.
I'm going to be at a conference called FMX, and it's a special effects conference in Stuttgart. Maybe I'm going to meet him there. And if I do, I'm going to do it.
Do it.
I'm going to do it.
I'll be the guy with like I'm not really going to be a star. I'm just going to be like the kind of like loserly sidekick that shows up in 3 scenes, the hunting horn, and dies every time.
Dude, you're going to be Kuropeko.
Oh. Wouldn't that be sweet if like you had a special effect, like you like press a button and your big sack under your head inflated, and then you make a funny noise with your mouth?
There is an interesting question that could relate.
Okay.
It's from Formspring, and the person asks if you could have a monster in place of Cha-Cha or one of the felines, what would you choose?
I mean, Kuropeko's a solid choice to start with.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, only because of all of his songs.
Yeah.
Oh, what if you could summon another tinier monster to help you?
How about mini red Kuropeko?
Yeah.
That would be. I'm seriously. That's a great idea.
Because like he summons an infinite amount of mini Uragons.
And what if the tiny Kuropeko summons even smaller Kuropeko?
Oh god!
And he summons even tinier.
Yeah.
It's going to be like a Matryoshka doll, but with Kuropekos.
You basically have rollerblades made out of Uragons, and you're just like skating around all over the place with these like Kuropekos floating over your shoulders.
It's going to be Kuropeko Inception.
What if instead of the Kuropeko flying there, it just fell out of the Kuropeko's beak? Because like it looks like a hollow trumpet kind of thing.
Yeah,
right?
It does.
So,
yes.
So maybe there's a Kuropeko inside of it.
He shoots one out.
What if Kuropeko's beak was muffled?
Muted. The Noxella would like the sound better than a normal Kuropeko.
Would it summon Noxella?
The songs would be different because it'd be muted.
Guys, we need to get into this bath.
Oh, right. I forgot.
Have you actually noticed that the bath kind of looks like a... how's it? Like a Kezu?
Yeah.
That's kind of... Ew.
It also kind of looks like a frog with those lumps being eyes.
It's gonna have you.
Shepard, why is my head in your butt?
That's a question you should ask every day.
You've got a towel on your head for a reason, bro. Come on, man. I can't really dry well down. Just keep spinning.
Why? Yeah.
I know the word for drill. Giddy.
Noxella, you have to get in a bath with us. Oh yeah, there you are with Toot. Toot also undresses when he gets into the bath.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the Uniqlo t-shirt anymore.
No. He doesn't want to get it wet.
Did you call him Toot because he farts?
No, I called him Toot because I was going to make him a flute cat.
Huh. That's like a story.
I think his description says Toot Flute. Yeah, it says Toot Flute.
Uh,
You spin me right round.
You spin me right round, baby, right round. Okay, there's way too much awkward silence going on. So how about we?
I'm just enjoying the awkward silence. I'm actually.
You're relinquishing
I'm drinking it in.
You're relinquishing it. You're drinking it. You're like a vampire of awkward silences.
Like,
I actually read an interesting little thing about vampires. It was comparing Dark Souls to Symphony of the Night.
Oh, I saw it. It's awesome.
Yeah, it was a pretty interesting thingamajig.
Yeah, so
how are you?
Can you summarize it a little bit? Do you know?
Basically, it compared like a lot of the elements that made Symphony of the Night a really great game, like such as enemy choices, like skeletons that get back up when you kill them, giant skeletons, werewolves, or giant wolves, and then it was like the world that you go into is one giant interconnected place, but you can't access like shortcuts until you go the long way around. And
NPCs are just standing there and not really helping you out, but sometimes they're attacking you.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And then there's a lot of like hostility throughout the world, but then there's that one spot, either a safe spot or a bonfire, and it's like that one safe haven.
And you kind of learn where they are, and you kind of use them as some kind of network with time and stuff like that. And also like secret passages.
Oh yeah, there's like now once you hit one of those illusion walls, then you start hitting every wall.
Yeah.
It's like in Symphony of the Night, there are those wall meats or wall items.
There are some really good observations there, and I totally agree that there's this other Castlevania game, HD Castlevania game.
Oh, all of the ones for the PlayStation 2, or really since then, have just been awful.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that I've played any that are enjoyable.
It's not really awful. The newest one is not really awful. It's just it's not really Castlevania. It's
just like a grindy game.
Yeah, it's like a God of War kind of thing, maybe.
Yeah, like what I've heard is it's fun, but it's kind of simple.
Yeah,
and also chupacabras are really giant jerks.
Oh, well, speaking of Nick,
chupacabras are real.
Well, Nick's wife is Chupacabra.
Right.
I didn't want to give up her secret identity.
In the game, Chupacabras, they show up in certain points and they steal all your things, and you have to go hunt them down.
In which one?
Lords of Shadows.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that sucks, obviously.
Yeah, and then to rub more salt in the wound, in the Japanese version, I think the Chupacabras are voiced by is the producer or Hideo Kojima, I think, and he's like in a really high pitched voice, made to annoy you even more.
That's really annoying.
Why would they do that?
Because he's Hideo Kojima.
Well, Hideo Kojima, to be honest, whatever Hideo Kojima does,
it's funny.
It's funny. Yeah, he earned himself the right to do crazy stuff.
Transferring.
Yes.
Transferring out.
Guys, it's amazing. It's like a robot podcast. I love it so much. That sounded so amazing right now. This could have been like in a commercial for transferring.
Play it on the big screen.
No, it doesn't work anymore. You're back into normal human mode. Okay, guys. I think we should wrap it up now.
I think so too.
Okay.
So this is the point where Shepard is going to invest some extra effort to display all the wonderful ways in which you can contact us. There's Twitter, Facebook. Facebook website actually I think reached 700. I think was it 700?
Yeah, it's at 700.
It should be at 1,000. How come we don't have 1,000?
Well, duh.
Well, look, if every Facebook fan invites one friend to the Facebook page, we will get to at least 1,000. Right?
Look, it's already getting quite crowded, I must admit. But there's also this crazy thread going on, which is over 3,000 now, I think. 3,000 comments.
Oh, yeah. It's okay. Don't worry.
It's crazy. So Facebook, I really like Facebook. I really like our Facebook page. I'm really like hanging out there. there are comments and stuff like that. There's Twitter, there is Forum Spring for the questions. And there is, how is it called? Tumblr, of course.
Yeah, and there's the socialdissonance.com IRC channel.
As well.
You usually find one of us there, if
Yes.
not two of us.
It's usually me.
Yeah.
It's me.
You can
Nobody
find
else shows
Nextella sometimes there. Yes. So you can go there and check us out and get in touch with us and be awesome like we are. Well, you are awesome. We are trying to.
Yeah, I mean, we're marginally attempting and failing every time.
But we trying, and next time we're gonna do better.
Yeah, I mean, we at least didn't outright fail anything this time.
Yeah, it went well. It went well.
Who would
And
have thought we would have actually beaten that last quest, and didn't take us too long either.
Yeah, and after all this time, I may have. I don't know when was the last time when we were podcasting. Everything went well today. I'm glad to be back with you guys. I was really missing you guys.
Shepard, I need to tell you something.
Oh.
In the IRC channel, whenever people bring up Fatalis, I tell them that I hunt Fatalis with you and you always die in failed quest.
Now they know.
That's true. I don't think I've ever actually successfully hunted a Fatalis with you. Ever. Have I?
I don't think so.
I've hunted
And
them a lot in Frontier and won.
Nick uploaded that one video.
Oh, that's
Oh,
good.
wow.
It was the time where you tried to activate adrenaline, but you ended up killing yourself.
That was really funny. That's not how you're supposed to do it.
That sounds like a shepherd
Well,
thing to do.
I used 2 large barrel bombs, and I'm like, that's not enough to activate adrenaline. And then I tried the large barrel bomb plus, and it was too much.
You should link it right now.
Okay.
All right, guys. We will be back next week, hopefully, or maybe in 2 weeks. We're still not quite regular, but we are getting there. There's might be even something like a season 2 coming up. But until then, we wish you good luck, a good hunt, and remember, always muffle your toot flute. That's it.
Dear, Axel, what would you muffle toot with?
Oh,
What?
that sounded like a...
That's... Do you have a flute there? What the hell was that? Was that a trumpet?
No, that was me.
That was really good.
That's really good, man. Wow.
I can't... That sounded just like it.
I used to play the trumpet.
I could tell.
Wunderbar! Yeah!
No.
Oh my god, we are bleeping that. No way am I letting that anywhere near this podcast.
Well,
That's one of the gags that's really died.